Varsity Hockey as they take on the Negaunee Miners. Dan Hardenbrook, Chris Benish, glad to have you along on a cold and snowy night. What else is new in Munising? But the action in here going to be red hot. Two teams very familiar with each other over the years. They met once earlier this season, and Mr. Benish, you were there for that one. I was on the road for basketball that night. A penalty-filled contest that saw the Emeralds get into a little bit too much trouble to overcome, and a loss to the Miners early in the season.
Yeah, definitely. Our board looked like it was Christmas time in Negaunee, and it was lit up steady, Dan. Hopefully we shake that off tonight, and we don't get in that situation.
Got to avoid the head game, got to stay out of the box as these two teams are going to go at each other. We know Negaunee is going to play physical. They're going to try and really bully the Emeralds around in this one. They feel like coming in, they're the far better team, even though it wasn't exactly a lopsided win in that contest. For the Emeralds tonight, their annual home game here in Munising, we saw some good things against a couple of really good teams this weekend. How do we get closer to putting it together for all three periods?
You know, Dan, that's a tough one to ask me.
We were pretty happy.
I
think as happy as you could be with a 7-0 loss against Mona Shores, because the first period of that game, we were absolutely fantastic. And then about midway through the second, we just kind of ran out of steam. But this team, if they can put three periods together, they can play with anybody.
They can play with anybody. Like you said, that the first period that we played against Mona Shores, excellent team. We were there. They couldn't score on us. We couldn't score on them defensively, back and forth. Today, we have a couple more players back, too. We're only down one. So, instead of playing 4D the whole game where we get tired at the end and we can't hold it, we should have 5D here, and we'll see what happens.
Our Newberry Motors pregame show just down the road from High Prices. Want to thank Kevin Bonetta and his team for sponsoring all of our broadcasts. Our player to watch tonight going to be the Munising guy. Why not? In his own barn. I know Carter Dietzman is fired up and ready to go for a big night tonight. Keys to the game for the Emeralds, they've got to stay out of the box. And when they get the man advantage, we've got to really use that to our strength. We've noticed a couple of things with the power plays. The Emeralds in the last handful of games been getting outshot on their own power play.
Yeah, Dan, maybe that's, we've been watching this, and maybe it's them, that first line is staying out too long, and then they get pulled right back into that power play. So I don't think we're the only ones that notice that, and I think the coach has probably noticed that. So maybe that will change tonight.
It's been a slump really going back to that Gaylord game at home. We were 1 for 8 on the power play in a 3-1 loss against Gaylord. Emeralds looking for a much-needed win, and we'll have the coverage for you when we come back. We'll step aside and get you ready for puck drop here in this contest. It's Emeralds Hockey on M123 FM and streaming to your big screen tonight via YouTube with the E.U.P Sports Network.
At Chevrolet, we appreciate your service, and we are happy to provide the most inclusive military offer of any car company. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
We've been known by a lot of names over the last 100 years, but one thing that hasn't changed is the same great service. Welcome to Hank's General Store. Hank's is your one-stop shop for fuel, propane refilling, fresh foods, and much more. Need a snack before hitting the road? Grab from a variety of fresh homemade foods including pizza, chicken wings, hearty sandwiches, and hand-cut steaks. Visit our website to view our menu or get ideas for your next trip with the latest news on local attractions. Hank's General Store in Helmer. Veteran owned and operated, making sure you're ready for wherever life takes you.
High-speed fiber internet is here. Say hello to Highline Internet. With lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, Highline keeps you connected to what matters most. Whether it's streaming TV, gaming, or working from home. No contracts or hidden fees here. Our blazing fast internet gives you the ultimate experience with no more buffering or lag. Plus, our friendly local support team is always here to help. Upgrade your internet today with Highline Internet and experience the difference. Visit highlinefast.com to get started. high-speed fiber internet is here. Say hello to Highline Internet. With lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, Highline keeps you connected to what matters most, whether it's streaming TV, gaming, or working from home. No contracts or hidden fees here. Our blazing fast internet gives you the ultimate experience with no more buffering or lag. Plus, our friendly local support team is always here to help. Upgrade your internet today with Highline Internet and experience the difference. Visit highlinefast.com to get started.
I love that our tagline is Your Health, Our Passion. It's definitely a passion for me. I take care of the people that take care of the people.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center's new CEO, Helen Johnson.
But I am really a Northern Michigan girl. I started my career out here as a young nurse in oncology in Marquette. It was so natural for me to be able to move back. It is a different way of life. You just breathe a little easier. My husband and I really are outdoors people. If I'm outdoors around a campfire, get a little bit of smoke in your hair, that is just a happy place for me.
Johnson loves the intimacy of small town healthcare.
Living and working in a rural community gives us a unique opportunity to connect with our patients one-on-one. I want them to say, I was at your hospital recently, and the next thing I want them to say is, and it was great.
Helen Newberry Joy's new CEO, Helen Johnson.
I have had such a great welcome to this community.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Nothing like a little rock and roll to get you ready for a varsity hockey contest here tonight as these two teams get ready to go in that one. Kids certainly liked it.
I liked it.
I don't know if some of the older fans in attendance were ready for that, but we are ready to go here in this one. See the Emeralds over there in front of their bench. They'll be the home traditional greens with the the whites with the green numbers, black, green, and white trim. The starting goaltender today from Newberry Motors is Jackson Gaudreau. He has been solid, seen plenty of shots, the primary starter for this year's team. And we'll see what Coach Mike E.U.P in his first season skates out here in this lineup. It is going to be A.J. Berger with Luke Benish, Matthew Rahaly, Carter Dietzman, and Carter Levine. So you get your three top goal scorers, your 4-year starter back on defense, and Benish maybe on the young group, the most improved player out of this group early on this season. Emeralds will head to the far end of the ice. Miners in their Michigan Wolverine maize and blue, and we are underway from the Alger Centennial Ice Arena. Thank you for joining us here on this Tuesday night. A little bit of a kind of a break in the schedule here. It's been go, 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 go into the end of 2024 for the Emeralds. They'll play tonight, then they're off until next Tuesday. They got the next 2 weekends off when they've normally been playing back-to-backs. But late January and February going to be a grind for this young group.
Yeah, Coach E.U.P's really going to have to keep them motivated, Dan, while they're off here for a couple weeks or in between play.
This one dumped in. Neither team really getting much out of it, but the Emeralds at least keeping it pinned to the far end of the building. And now finally dumped down. I think Coach E.U.P's looking forward to a little bit of the extra practice time. He hasn't had a full squad practice yet in his first season as coach. Even going all the way back to the tryouts, guys were banged up or dinged up. They've been sick. They've been in and out of the lineup. And we lost a game and 3 practices already with snow days. So it's been tough for him to work on some of the things he wants to. That one's up and into the netting, out of play. We'll get a draw right down below us. 15:30 to go here in the first. No score as we are just underway. Lubkert with Schrader. Joe Noble moves it up. Bosonic and Rondo on the defense this time around. Puck tip, no icing. Comes in behind Gaudreau. Bosonic will play it along the wall for Noble. A lot of success for our teams in this building over the years. The part-time home ice for many as they came up through the lower ranks. That one fired in. Save is made. Emeralds were going for a change. Miscommunicated. Easy takeaway for Negaunee. Now they'll skate it back as they try to swap out a couple bodies. Lead pass comes through. A whistle and an offsides as the Miners moved a step too quick at 14:46 to go in the opening period. Draw will come just outside of the Manistique defensive end.
You know that, Dan, is something, as a new coach comes in, you expect winning right off the get-go, but, we haven't had that success yet, but I'm seeing more and more improvements with these players as we move on here through the year, so
yep. That
definitely.
one deflected up, out. Going to be interesting to see how we match up the second time through. We'll see Negaunee 3 times by the end of the year now. We'll see Iron Mountain Kingsford 2 more times. We get Sheboygan in a rematch from one of our wins next week. That second time around, where you'll see that improvement with this group. Puck dumped in behind, played along by Rahali. Wanted Berger, who got pinned into the boards. Turnover held in, drop back, shot there. Best look of the night so far for either team, but Gaudreau all over it. Jackson missed the Friday night game against Grand Rapids Christian, was under the weather. I know wasn't feeling great against Mona Shores, but gutted it out to finish the weekend. Draw by Berger, one back. Here's Benish. He'll backhand it along, wants Levine. Carter Levine digs it along the boards. Levine making things happen. They'll head into the offensive end, leads it for the Mustang. Dietzman, little go, but it's turned over. They've scored on that setup before, those two have. Into the zone. Miners going on the attack right below us. Pass back to the point, out of the zone. Gives the Emeralds a chance for a quick change on the back half. They'll go Bosonic for Benish. Pass fired in off the skate of Berger. Miners will turn it around. Opening minutes of this contest. Rahali goes down, crashes into the boards. Now stolen away by Lubkert. Lubkert, little delay, shot in, stick save by Katola. Centered back in front, Trader backhand, and it's saved. Shot back in. Another chance for the Emeralds, no, for Lubkert.
The Emeralds are beating on the door for sure.
Great shift there as the puck gets iced. Negaunee on their heels, dodges a bullet as we unfortunately got to shoot the offensive end net through the netting up here in the balcony. But great puck movement there to set up Schrader. Lubkert after the pass didn't quit on the play, went right to the post.
Those two young guys, they forced everything.
You said a little prayer to the hockey gods for a garbage goal or a lucky bounce tonight.
It's going to happen, trust me.
We're certainly due. Miners off the draw will bring it up the ice. Good job by Rahali. Steers that thing wide. Slowed it up for Noble to make a play. This is a group, the Schrader, Lubkert, Noble group's been playing together a little bit more. Lubkert was up on that front line a lot early on this season. Was able to hammer home a few goals. He gives a little bit of another scoring threat with Noble and Schrader, who aren't nearly as aggressive. They're more fundamental than.
And there we go.
Got her.
Come back up to the point to Rahali, and Maddie puts her in.
Haven't said this much this year, but the Emeralds lead Matthew Raholly, the senior defenseman, with 12 and a half to go here in the first. The Emeralds strike. It's 1-0. We'll get the official announcement to tally up the helpers and the assists there, but Raholly has buried it. And the Emeralds in need of a lift, get one early on here in the opening 5 minutes of this contest. Verjink tries to move it along. Whistle and a tie-up along the boards. Unassisted for Raholly, finds the sitting puck, and he did not miss it. The senior defenseman helping out on the other end.
Heinen, he got tied up there on the face-off, and now we got a whole pile on the boards. Jack comes back out with it. Rondo gives chase to the side.
Emeralds playing with a little bit more energy. That has sparked them early in this one. Been a season full of great starts for the Emeralds, and this time that pays off on the scoreboard with a 1-0 lead. Turned over. Here's Levine. Levine back the other way. Makes a guy miss. Back to the forehand. Kind of deflected from behind there. So Raholly's goal, unassisted, has the Emeralds on top by a score of 1-0 here in the first. See if they can add to it. Taken out of the zone by Negaunee. Shot off the shoulder of Gaudreau. No problem there. Dietzman moves it back around. Oh, Raholly flipped it off the back of the Miner player, then gets taken down, then gets shoved into the boards. Keeps the play alive, moves it along for Dietzman. Miners a little frustrated maybe in the early going. Oh, big hit, but a penalty coming.
And that's should go on Negaunee.
It's going to be Dietzman who's going to get a chance to go look around at his home ice. Kind of a retaliation shot, and they call the second. So the penalty kill from Chuck Renzi Ford and Manistique will get its first look of the night. Dietzman to the box.
They always miss the first one, but they catch the second one every time.
Some discussion here. 2 minutes for Dietzman. And Negaunee is looking to strike back here on the power play. Chuck Renzi Ford and Manistique with Service Center located in Newberry. Local Ford dealer, new, used, sales, and service. Chuck Renzi Ford of Manistique. Dietzman, 2 minutes. See what the Miners set up here, trying to even this score. They'll bring it in, steered wide to the corner. They'll have to circle back around. Come right below us in the balcony. Kind of just weaving three guys around the point. Shot there, fired wide. Emerald staying tight in that box on the PK. This one sent behind for Carvinen. Nothing in front. That's where they want to go. Top of the circle, save Gaudreau, and he pancakes it. First 40 seconds gone, and the man advantage. Back to the point. Lubkert trying to race to it. At least got it out of the zone and an offsides. Going to slow the attack again. Nolan Odovero.
Tried to get the jump on the
Goodness.
puck there.
Miners been a step ahead on a couple. They'll play it back here. Lubkert just pressuring, causing havoc. Miners still retreating. Now they'll stretch it up the ice. Centered, broken up by Lubkert. In front shot, kicked away by Gaudreau. Miners will set up in the corner. Looking for that centering pass. Rahali blocks it, backhands it out of the zone. 40 seconds to go, and the Negaunee man advantage. Levine holds it in for the Emeralds. Now Noble chasing after it. Seeing some different guys getting some PK time here early on. That one missed, and an icing will send it all the way back down to the other end with 18 seconds to play. And the Chuck Renzi Ford penalty kill for the Emeralds. .45 time to go in the first. Berger after it. Negaunee will move it out. They'll get one last push here. Under 10 as they come in the zone. Wrap around. It is even strength. Dietzman will jump into the play. Skip pass, no good. Good job by the Emeralds there to kill it off. Now Dietzman gets hit hard into the boards. Shot on a bouncing puck from the corner goes wide. Deflection off a stick, and Gaudreau is there, and the Emeralds can regroup.
That's probably one of the nicest penalty kills we've seen all year, Dan, from the Emeralds.
Stayed tight in that box in the zone.
And it didn't break down.
Took away that lane. They wanted to hit that center pass to the front of the net, and we just clamped right down. Set up here. Delay and a shot off the tip of the glove. Dietzman gets robbed. He's probably scored that shot on that net 10,000 times in this building.
He keeps that pressure on the way he plays, Dan. That'll definitely go in tonight.
Centered in front again. They miss it. Here's Schrader. 3-on-2 for the Emeralds, but he let it too far for Lubkert, and it's an icing to bring it back down into the near end. Looks like we're going to go to the far circle to the right of Gaudreau. 7:30 to go here in the first. Emeralds leading it 1-0. Unassisted goal for Matthew Rahali. Big hit along the boards. Want to thank Moline Chiropractic for our bone crunching hit series. Shot in. Gaudreau's all over it. Say hello to the crew down at Wheaties Pub in downtown Manistique. The Wheaties High School Hockey Show is also a victim of weather-related cancellations and changes to the game and practice schedule. It is coming soon.
I talked to Nick. I stopped there last night and talked to Nick, and he's got a spot all set up for you, Dan. He's ready to go.
He's been trying to get me in there since football season. And I'm probably the only person crazy enough to turn down Wheaties for that extended period of time. We had a great time down there after the game the other night.
Yes, we did.
It was good to see some of the youth kids in there, too, after their weekend action. Schrader off the wall, taken away at the blue line off sides. Rahali's getting a talking to.
About the trip at the end of the play.
Hey, he stopped. The other guy didn't.
I agree.
Neutral zone face-off here. 6:44 to go in the period. Rattled around. Now Virgink plays it back to Bosonic. Heinonen, Rondo. Matthew Lubkert. The group here. That one in wide. Off the back wall. Right to Rondo. Pushed forward. Kind of a de facto home game for Rondo as well. Out of the Greater Eben Junction Superior Central area schools. Circle around. Taken out here. Wall pushed up and skipped. Deflection. Cover up as Virgink was racing in. Under 6 to play now. And another solid first period for the Emeralds.
Rondo's mom and dad, they probably are happy that game's here too. They're all over the place.
Any big donors out there, Team Jet would probably be preferred. Skipped forward here. Negaunee been kind of on the heels really since they came out of that power play.
We can't count them out yet, though, because they know how to get physical, and there you go.
I shouldn't have said anything. Miners tie it up. Nice move into the zone. I believe it was to Aiden Miles, the senior. Weaves his way in and just goes far top corner past Gaudreau, and we're tied at 1 apiece. He was looking for another one. Into the zone. That one off a stick and a whistle.
We got a trip.
And Noble wasted no time going to the box. It'll be the Emeralds' second PK of the night.
I hope this is not a repeat of last time they played, Dan, but we're already got a couple penalties here. We got to clean this up and move the puck.
Good news for the Emeralds. Their penalty kill is 1 for 2 on the evening. So Noble will sit for the trip. Penalty comes at 5:15 to go here in the first. Miles had the goal unassisted for Negaunee, and they are looking to add one here on the power play. One-timer. Good job, Gaudreau. Jackson sliding side to side. Now from behind, there's that front location. Deflected. Now sitting in the zone. Gaudreau, where is it? Jackson has it.
Bosonic, he saved that first one as he stepped up. And
30 seconds gone and the man advantage. Circled around here. It's batted off the wall. No look pass. Rahali takes it away, sends it the length of the ice. Now the Miners. Catola sends it right back up to center ice. Gets batted around both ways out of the zone. Miners will retreat to the corner with 54 seconds to go on their power play. Second, Chuck Renzi Ford, penalty kill of the night. Circled all the way around. Almost came out of the zone. They'll play it back down right below us. Now to the point, and they miss it. Rattles off the boards. Good job, Virgink, I believe that is.
I believe that's Carter.
Nope, Dietzman.
Dietzman.
Shot there. Big glove save. Keeps this thing tied. 23 seconds left on the Negaunee power play. 3:40 to go here in the first. These are important face-offs deep in your own end, and the Emeralds win it. And then on the clear out, it's tipped. Schrader has a chance to play it. He has had a strong period. Here's Miles, the goal scorer for Negaunee. Centers it. That's what they've been looking for. But again, good job, Bosonic and Heinonen to crash down, and Schrader clears it out. Back to even strength. Score holds at 1 apiece as we come up on 3 minutes to go. Shot there. Jackson like a brick wall. Takes it right to the chest. Emeralds turning it around with Rondo. Rondo off the mark. Turn around. Heinonen. Shot blocked. Taken away. Great job by Benish. Or Noble, rather, to get back. Berger. Shot. And held on tight with 2:29 to go. We got too many shoulder length blonde haired kids on our team for me to know what's going on.
Now, at least mine got somewhat of a haircut. Maybe that's why he's a little faster. Took off a few pounds.
Off the draw here, Berger moves it to Levine. In front for Dietzman, no. Rahali, a sitting puck, deflected off the stick of the goaltender, up over the top of the cage. Now everybody fighting for it behind. Moved along. Levine forces Negaunee to reverse it. That's Benish. He'll move it along. Back front. Now Rahali tees it up from the point. Like a one-hopper to the shortstop.
Yeah. Miles Catola, he really anchored that one in.
Good flurry here late in the period. 2:03 to play in the first. Berger tries to push through the crowd. Off the draw, here come the Miners. Too far in front. Great job, Benish. Broke that thing up, then wins the race to it. Rahali pokes it along to Berger. He'll send it up too far for Levine, but out of the zone nonetheless. Now Levine takes it away. Shot. Almost snuck through. Goaltender Catola was peeking over his shoulder. 1:41 to go in the first. One breakdown in the defensive zone on a nice play as the Miners on the board.
The Emeralds are actually getting some nice pressure.
Creating opportunities as well. This one in behind Lubkert, back in, nobody there. We are doing a great job of taking away space in the neutral zone, not allowing Negaunee to get free into the zone. That's going to be an icing. We dug it out of the front, sent it a bit too far. In the corner, Miners back to the point. Jackson typically sees those. He gets to them, and he does again there. Face-off shot, top of the circle, blocked. Lubkert moves it along. Here's Noble. He'll skate him out. Gets to center ice. Noble into the offensive zone. Sends one in, and it's scooped up. A lot of quick stoppages here. 58.9 to play in the period. Emeralds trying to find a quick one to take a lead into the locker room. This will be Berger on the face-off. One by Negaunee into the corner. Miners work it around. Trying to get out of trouble. Deflected back to the near boards. They'll get the zone right below us. Center pass broke up. Levine on the breakout. Here comes Carter. He'll slow. Waits for help. Berger, deflection. Dietzman in front. And
Yes.
he's got one. Carter Dietzman.
Hometown ice. I told you, Dan, if he keeps working, he's going to put one in tonight. There it is.
And more importantly, for the Emeralds, they go back on top 2-1.
That's going to be Levine to Berger.
Yeah.
Over to Dietzman.
Gotta like that one.
Levine's going to bury that one deep.
He's hunting another one.
Looks like Berger is going to get one more shot at it here, and Katola gobbles that one right up with 6.5 left here in the first period.
Big one there for the Emeralds, who have played the better of the hockey here in this one. And they'll have the lead to show for it after the first 17 minutes in this one. And that is the end of the first period. We'll watch the Emeralds skate off here. They lead it 2-1. A lot of smiles coming off the ice and headed to the locker room.
We have to continue that fire as we go on.
That's right.
Second period, third period, and hopefully, because you know what, Negaunee's, they're going to come back and they're going to play a little more physical, I think, in this next period. And
that's what you can expect. And I think we saw one little lapse, one little breakdown, and they were right back in it. We've got to build on this thing as we go through. We'll step aside here of your Newberry News stat recap when we come back. Emeralds lead it 2-1.
Did you know the Newberry News has a print shop? They print business cards, brochures, invitations, window flyers, gift certificates, business envelopes, and so much more. Get all your printing needs done right here at home. For fast service and affordable pricing, call 906-293-8401 and see what the Newberry News print shop can do for you.
I love that our tagline is your health, our passion. It's definitely a passion for me. I take care of the people that take care of the people.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center's new CEO, Helen Johnson.
But I am really a Northern Michigan girl. I started my career out here as a young nurse in oncology in Marquette. It was so natural for me to be able to move back. It is a different way of life. You just breathe a little easier. My husband and I really are outdoors people. If I'm outdoors around around a campfire, get a little bit of smoke in your hair. That is just a happy place for me.
Johnson loves the intimacy of small town healthcare.
Living and working in a rural community gives us a unique opportunity to connect with our patients one-on-one. I want them to say, I was at your hospital recently, and the next thing I want them to say is, and it was great.
Helen Newberry Joy's new CEO, Helen Johnson.
I have had such a great welcome to this community.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
All right, back here at the Alger Centennial Ice Arena. We are glad to have you along. Dan Hardenbrook, M123 FM, my Manistique, streaming to your big screen on YouTube with the E.U.P Sports Network. 2 goals in the first period for the Emeralds. You see him there. Matthew Rahali, unassisted. He scored early in this one, 4.5 minutes into the game, on a sitting puck that got deflected back to the point, and he buried it to make it 1-0. After a comeback bid by the Miners, they tied it up midway through the period on a goal from number 2, Aiden Miles. But in the final seconds of period number 2, Munising's Carter Dietzman, back on his home ice, gets a goal assisted by Carter Levine and A.J. Berger. Emerald's penalty kill was key in that first period of play. 2 penalties, 1 on Dietzman, 1 on Noble. But you see here tonight, the Emerald's penalty kill from Chuck Renzi Ford is 2 for 2 tonight. Want to thank our sponsors, including Newberry Motors, Highline Internet, Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Hank's General Store, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital Healthcare Center, Chuck Renzi Ford, and the Push and Hunt Shop in Curtis. Your stat recaps from the Newberry News. Power plays brought to you by Zephyr Fuel and Manistique. And your penalty kills, again, from Chuck Renzi Ford. Also keeping a lookout for tonight's bone-crunching big hit of the game from Moline Chiropractic in Manistique. Want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight at the Alger Centennial Ice Arena. We are through the first period of play with the Emeralds on top here in this contest. They lead it by a score of 2-1. This week in high school sports from the MHSAA on the way.
A new president for the MHSAA's Rep Council, and a busy, busy day on the ice in Michigan. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. This past Saturday, December 14th, was High School Hockey Day in Michigan, and a majority of the state's teams were in action. In Livonia, the Adam Mitchell Memorial Showcase was held at the Alger Ice Arena. The showcase started in 2017 and pits teams from the Kensington Lakes Activities Association against teams from the Michigan Interscholastic Hockey League. And for the first time in event history, the KLLA came out on top, winning 6 of the 9 games. Painesdale Jeffers beat Detroit Country Day in the Gaylord D3 Showcase. Midland knocked off Rockford 4-2 as part of the Bay City Showcase. And in the U.P., Marquette took care of Lake Orion 9-2, while Riverview Gabriel Richard defeated Calumet 5-2. It was a great day to celebrate high school hockey in the Great Lakes State. Now, the regular season has about 2 months left as regionals start on February 17th. All teams will be seeded in the playoffs, and you can see current MPR rankings on the ice hockey page at MHSAA.com. Quarterfinals in all 3 divisions will be held March 1st, with the semifinals on March 6th and 7th, and the finals on March 8th. Semifinals and finals are all played at USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, and all 9 games that weekend will be streamed live on the NFHS network. To check out scores, schedules, and more, go to MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Calumet's Jackie Kiljunen. She had 23 and a 20-point win over Ishpeming, the defending Division IV state champions. The Saginaw United girls basketball team got its first win in program history, beating River Rouge behind a 9.5 steal performance from Brittany Johnson. And to Napoleon's Tyler Nall, He poured in a game-high 16 as the Pirates knocked off Homer 36-33.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skill certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
We're bowling today, and the question is, can a bowler use a bowling ball with no holes? The answer is yes, but there are some rules around it. A ball with no holes would have to follow static balance rules. If the ball weighs more than 10 pounds, it may not have more than 3 ounces of difference between any two halves of the ball. Additionally, there needs to be a plus sign engraved on the ball where the bowler will place their dominant hand if the ball has more than a 3/4 ounce imbalance between any two halves of the ball. If there is no imbalance, the plus sign is not needed, and the bowler can place their dominant hand anywhere on the bowling ball they like.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. The MHSAA's Representative Council has a new president. Midland Athletic Director Eric Albright now leads the way after Grand Haven Superintendent Scott Grimes' retirement. The Rep Council is made up of 19 members from across Michigan schools. It serves as the decision-making group for the MHSAA and sets policy and eligibility rules for member schools. Albright has been the AD at Midland since 2010 and is also the school's baseball coach. He's been a Rep Council member since December of 2019 and is also the past president of the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Grimes was Rep Council president for 10 years and vice president for 5 years before that. He first joined the council in 2001. His father, Robert, was also president of the Rep Council from 1989 to 1999. For more on the Representative Council, be sure to check out MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. This is the final update for the calendar year, so enjoy your holiday, and we'll be back in 2025.
At Chevrolet, we appreciate your service, and we are happy to provide the most inclusive military offer of any car company. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
All right, we are back here in Munising, the Alger Ice Arena, as we get ready for the second period of play. Matthew Rahali and Carter Dietzman with the goals so far for the Emeralds. Scored early, scored late, as they take this lead into the second period. Emeralds will be coming at us here in the near end for this second period of play. 17 minutes on the clock. Miners are ready. It'll be Levine, Dietzman, and Berger with Benish and Rahali to start it out. Gaudreau, pretty solid in the net so far.
Kind of interested to see how this start's going to be on Negaunee here.
You know they're
what
not
they
happy.
talked about, and
you know they're not happy.
you know,
Both
I did see opportunities for them. They just didn't take them. But definitely, I think they're probably going to get a little more physical here.
Can the Emeralds sustain the momentum? Ready to go here. Period number 2. Officials getting in to their spot. Both goaltenders give the signal. Puck drop and we're underway. Emeralds win the draw to start the second. Benish pushes it back. Rahali gets upended, centered in front. Turnaround shot, save. Gaudreau right off the bat keeps the Emeralds in front. Now moved into the offensive end. Broken up right at the blue line. Now taken away. Here's a chance. Shot fired high. Rattles along the board. Berger will just dump it back in. Keep the shift going. Dietzman was after it. Let out off the wall. Backhanded forward. Both teams just trading it off right around that blue line. Now sent forward. We'll get an icing. Neither side really getting their feet under them in the first few seconds. It is warmer than what I expected it to be in here. This is typically a pretty cold barn.
I see the heaters going down there for the fans, so we're taking up some of that anyways.
Left side circle for Negaunee on the offensive end. It's tied up in the circle. Looks like the Emeralds push it out. Noble tried to move it forward for Schrader. Sent back. And then to the corner. 2-on-1 with Lubkert and Schrader. Cade flying around, trying to make something happen. Got under the stick of Bosonic and out of the zone. Negaunee will make their way forward. Lubkert off a deflection. Miners will just come left side. Shots blocked. Pops up in the air. Emeralds with a chance. Nice move by Schrader. Schrader comes in. Backhand. Deflected. Lubkert gets sent into the net, and we'll get a whistle. And a stoppage right down here. Nice little play by Cade out of the zone there. Trying to set something up.
You know, Dan, that line, they never give up either. They're always pushing that puck forward.
They're going to move them out to the neutral zone here. Probably just to ruin my picture. Back down to the other end. Benish plays behind to Rahali. Maddie moves it along to Verjink. Stolen away. Centered in front of Gaudreau. Rahali takes it. Lead out there is taken. Miles, the senior for Negaunee, having himself a good night. Another lead pass broken up. Negaunee will play it off the boards. Race it up. Dump it in and now go on the chase. There's a chance. Heinonen turns and just fires it. At about 30 feet of open ice. Sent it right to the Miners. Now Negaunee trying to threaten. Blue line. They'll skate top of the circle. Deflected. Kind of knuckling through the air. And Jackson gets the glove up with 14:22 to go here in the second. Blue line, no lane for a shot. Miners just give it up. Here's Rondo, not afraid to move up and set something up. Dietzman to Berger. AJ pinned hard along the boards, landed on top of it. He's got guys hacking at him from both sides. Dietzman, nice little move. Out to the point. Sneaky shot for Bosonic. I like what the Emeralds did there.
And I don't know if Coach Evink talked to his players there, Dan, but it almost looks like they changed up a little bit. They're kind of more of matching up some lines here with Negaunee.
Maybe a lesson learned from last time, or he likes the way that they stack up. They've done the job through the first nearly half of this game. 13 and a half to go in the second. It's 2-1. Next goal would be big for the Emeralds. We got equipment flying, sticks and gloves. Goaltender down on top of it.
And now everybody's got to go collect all their gear.
Negaunee getting the talking to this time. Rondo's glove ended up all the way on the other wall. Played here, Benish around. He's got Noble and Raholly. Miners, though, make the move along the wall, now taken out. Matthew Raholly with a goal already tonight.
Someone's got to come with them.
In front, tried to go top shelf. No. Then he gets hammered. That's some of that physical play we've been expecting from Negaunee. Taken away on the boards. They had a guy cherry picking the blue line. Wrap around one way, reverse back the other way. Good job, Gaudreau, guarding both posts there. And they almost snuck one by us. Emeralds 3-on-2 into the zone off the draw. Play it right below us here. Lubkert, Brajink, nice pass between the legs. Off the crossbar from Heinonen.
He was so close.
Bouncing puck in front. Comes to the zone. And now turned around. Negaunee a chance on the backside. Great hustle by the Emeralds to get back. Bosonic pokes it away. Should be 3-1.
Heinonen, he wishes he could have that one little touch of that puck back again.
Eyes probably got the size of the puck. And they had the goaltender beat. Dietzman will send it back as the Emeralds regroup. Berger in the middle. Weaves in behind Levine. Skipped across, deflection, just wide. Man, they have been on the money tonight. Putting it right on the stick of Dietzman. That's how they scored earlier. Puck gets iced. And another near miss. Some kind of hold up here. Ready to go. Again, probably just to mess up my picture. Berger from the circle, off a skate. Dietzman and Miles fighting for it. Raholly drops to a knee, holds it in, skate in, save, rebound, bodies everywhere. Katola had a stick tangled in his pads. If I'm him, I'm like, fellas, thanks for the help, but why do you got to pile everybody on top of me? This one flipped high. Bouncing puck. Lubkert's going to get called. Steve Hinkson, I'm watching him across the ice. He can't believe it. And it's going to be the third power play of the night for the Miners. Emeralds penalty kill 2 for 2 so far, but we don't want to keep doing this.
No, we don't. It almost looked like Lubkert come in so fast on him, he couldn't get his stick up and hooked his skate.
So the Miners back on the man advantage. A Chuck Renzi Ford penalty kill for the Emeralds as they cling to a 2-1 lead. That one blocked. Rahali skates it up, sends it down. Somewhere on the screen, there it is. So Lukert's trip has the Emeralds at a disadvantage. They're 30 seconds through it. Circled around. Nice shot. Blocked again. Getting low in the shooting lane and scooped out. Love the way Rahali playing this one tonight. Oh, huge hit behind the play. They're still down. We get a whistle here.
No, he's going to tell them they got wrapped up, Dan. There's going to be no penalty there.
Yep.
That was a
and
good
then
hard
both
play.
Guys are jawing. The referee says just keep the mouth shut and get to your bench.
Well, let's
Steve
continue
Hinkson
play.
yelling no at Joe Noble. He was tied up with Odavero. And I think we're going to see more of that from Negaunee the longer this thing stays the way it is. I'm sure they are frustrated right now. And they know they can get this Emeralds team to take penalties. So they're going to try and help facilitate that.
Boy, that was a bad turnover by Negaunee.
Almost.
Right in front of their net.
Ended up with a shorthanded goal at the blue line from Rondo. Our penalty kill, solid tonight. Back the other way. Well, Sutton in front, walked away. Rondo off a skate, shot, save, Gaudreau, and then an absolute bullet out of the zone. Good shift from Rondo. Dietzman jumps it now. Dietzman triple teamed along the board. Seven seconds left. Out of the box. Emeralds will change it up. Lukert joins the play with Schrader. That line filtering onto the ice. Rahali in behind. Moves it along the wall. Was about to come out of the zone. Now Lukert does the job. Rolling puck. Great play here. And a chance. Backhand. Score for Cade Schrader.
Boy,
a thing of beauty.
Boy, Cade worked hard for that one, and he just held it.
That is an effort goal, if there ever was one. They kill off the penalty. They turn it right back around the other way. And on Cade Schrader's goal, a huge lead for the Emeralds. That's big to get that 2-goal cushion. It is 3-1 Emeralds. He got free and he was not going to miss.
And that penalty kill was a beautiful, beautiful penalty kill. And look at the opportunity that come out of that after it was over.
In front, puck is loose. Man, Schrader's a kid that doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He was pretty pumped up for that one.
The patience at that young level, though, Dan, is what scored that goal. He held that puck as long as possible, and then just a little backhand chip, and here we are, leading this one.
That was sent in, deflected. Jackson been solid again. Outlet here. Oh, Heinen
big
got
hit.
sat down, hit high. Rondo delivers the receipt.
And we play on.
Yep. I guess all is right after that one. In front, loose puck. Got deflected to the corner. Here comes Negaunee starting to play bully ball.
They're going to look for every opportunity to hold it down there.
Heinen
They do not want that puck coming down into their zone.
dumps it in. Emeralds come for a change. Miners will skate it out. Schrader's made it. Emeralds 3. And Miners 1. 6:40 to go here in the second. Noble, he gets hammered and then held there. Or it was Rahali rather. Levine will circle behind. Too far for Berger, but the Emeralds keep fighting. Levine into the zone. Too hot, but they deflect it right to the perfect spot to the Miners. Shot there, deflected in behind. Rahali's getting a piece of everything as we come up on 6 minutes to go here in the second. That one fired down, and an icing will put the Emeralds back in the defensive end on top 3-1.
We're seeing a lot of full line changes tonight too, Dan, not just the 2 and 3. Keeping the fresh legs out there is definitely helping.
Bosonic pinned along the wall, backside. Miners just moving it back and forth. Clear out attempt sent right back in. Rondo after it. That one, the mark caught something on the way. Breakout pass, knocked right back in. Miners trying to keep the Emeralds pinned back. Loose puck to the corner. Bosonic moves it along. Held though by the Miners, blocked again. Can't really see who's got it along that wall down to our left. Skated behind. Now brought out. Dietzman trying to make a guy miss. Here's Lubkert.
Boy, good job by Isaac Rondo. Boy, he pushed him wide really quick.
Oh, it's sitting in front. 2 huge saves.
And here we
now
go.
A shot after the whistle.
And they're still going at it. Oh.
Yeah. I think guys are going to get sent on this one. Gaudreau, 2 big saves.
Oh, yeah.
And the Emeralds, even though it's their goalie getting pounded, we're at the bottom of the pile. Virgink was just getting hammered.
I see 2 from Negaunee going in right now. And nobody from the Emeralds.
That's how it should be. That's a big one. We'll get the announcement from Michelle Levine, but they have sent 2 Emeralds, or 2 Miners. I know Virgink was at the bottom of that pile, and he took 2 shots. And then I don't know who was standing up that got ran at. 18-2. So Dane Sari, a 3-year varsity forward as a junior, and Aiden Miles, their senior goal scorer, 2 of their leaders. Sari had a hat trick against us last year in a game. 5-on-3. Big chance on this Zephyr Fuel power play. We're at 134 with 4:10 to go in the period. first power play of the night.
This is something we struggled with, Dan, on the power play, so we have to turn this around. 5-on-3. This should be easy for the Emeralds.
Holly will start him behind the net. They'll come up.
There you go. There's a nice cross.
Into the zone. Rondo will go set up in front. Dietzman. Little fake. Moves it to Levine. Back to Dietzman. Great setup. Oh, an amazing save. Give Katola credit. Holly hesitates. Opens up a lane. Shot right in the chest. And a big save. And boy, Miles Katola came up big for the Miners. Not once, but twice. 54 seconds left. And the 5-on-3 Zephyr Fuel power play. Tip of the cap to the Emeralds to not play into that scrum down there.
Exactly. Yeah, we can't do that
so
at
we
this
didn't
point.
get 2 cent. Back and forth. Holly will play it off the wall. Holly, Dietzman. It's a big battle in front. Levine. Circle. Shot. Save. Rondo plays it along. Holly too hot to handle. Still plenty of time. 35 seconds left on the man advantage. Dietzman into the zone. Centered. Broken up. Negaunee doing a good job this PK. Levine, quick shot save. Levine going to come out. Dietzman tried to send it back. Levine was trailing him. Miners can't clear the zone, though. Right to Holly. Down to Carter. Goal line out to the corner. He scored a couple from this angle. Skipped across. Rattles around for Berger. We are back to even strength. No. Yep, one guy late coming on for the Miners. Dietzman circled around. Negaunee had a guy fall down. Shot fired wide. And they finally play it out of the zone. Now the Emeralds, these guys have been out there for 2.5 minutes plus. Now you want to get a change. I know they want to score. Dietzman battling for it. Levine.
All right, guys, you have to get off the ice.
Yeah.
You can't continue play. You can't continue play
We're
as
coming-
you've been out there this long.
Coming out on 3 minutes. Almost 3 minutes.
We don't want to get pinned down in our own zone without a line change.
They'll get Berger off. May just go one at a time. Negaunee going to ice it. That was 4 seconds shy of 3 minutes.
Hats off to Katola. He was taking a pound in there in the net for Negaunee.
Well, the first one was a big sliding save, and the second one, if it's me and it hits me in the chest, I'm rolling backwards to the football field. It was an absolute rocket. Corner here. Miners win the draw. It's the Luke Schrader Noble line. Briefly broken up, but kicked all the way into the other end, and Jackson Gaudreau gloves that one. 1:27 to go here in the second. Only goal in the period from Cade Schrader, unassisted. Holly's goal unassisted. Those two have just been in the right spot at the right time and made great plays. Then a beautiful setup. Dietzman from Levine and Berger. That one fired in. Blocker save. Over to the corner. Lubkert moves it along. Holly holds. He'll fire in. Katola off the glove. Couldn't squeeze it. Turnover in front. Man, Schrader might earn himself another one. He almost took that thing away. Oh, huge hit on Lubkert. Coming into the zone. Holly clears it on target. Underneath us with 30 seconds to go. Up the ice. That Matthew Lubkert goes 200 miles an hour. He's guaranteed to probably hit the ice once a shift. Miners with 12 seconds into the zone. They'll give it up to the corner. Emerald's just got to escape a last-minute shot here. 5 seconds. Up. Just get it out of the zone. Deflected. Bouncing puck. Heads up by Jackson. Just let it go. And the Emeralds win the period. They've won 2 out of 3.
You know what I like,
one.
Dan, is they kept their nose out of trouble when we had that pile up down at the other end, and it's showing on the scoreboard here too.
Great stuff from the Emeralds so far. And they lead it 3-1 through 2 periods of play. Want to thank Newberry Motors, Highline Internet, Lewis County Veteran Services Office, Hank's General Store, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, Chuck Renzi Ford, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis, Zephyr Fuel on the power plays, Moline Chiropractic with your bone crunching big hits of the game all season long. Only goal in that period comes from number 21. It's Cade Schrader, unassisted, to keep the Emeralds on top. They lead it by a score again of 3-1. We will step aside, and when we come back, we'll have your third period of play as the Emeralds will try to finish this one off. It is M123 FM and my Manistique.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
the car.
Oh.
I didn't know there's that many people here to be off.
Another donation by Dan Hardenbrook.
Back here in Munising, getting ready for the third period. I'm going to start having to make sure that I'm getting these 50-50 tickets off the right roll. There's these 250 people here tonight because that's about how many tickets I was off. But I'll take one for the team because the Emeralds are in good shape. It's 3-1 as we come to the third. And I'm thinking about it as I, like a wimp, walk out to the car and start it up so it's nice and warm when we're done. We're going to have to end this game in the third period like we ended the second. We got to stay out of the iffy stuff. We got to play our game because our game has been plenty good enough here tonight against this Negaunee team. And we've been the better team for 2 straight periods. And I think they're going to probably try to do some things to level that out a little bit.
I think everything you said, Coach Evink brought that to the locker room and explained it exactly that way.
So the delay here, I'm assuming, is because we're trying to let some of the water dry up or freeze up. Old Pat's spinning around here like it's a NASCAR race tonight. Whistle and we're ready for play. Emeralds will be headed to the far end here in the third. In good shape, leading this one 3-1. Underway here in the third. If the Emeralds can get one here to add to that lead, boy, that would be huge. You're still within striking distance right now. This one down in the corner. You know Negaunee's going to try and come out and bring it here. Levine rattles it along the wall. Got it out of the zone. Now tries to chase it down. Negaunee dumps it in. That'll be fine for the Emeralds. They're playing with house money. 16 minutes to go here. But a turnover in the zone off the wall. And Gaudreau takes it away. Big hit by Benish behind the net. That's a bone-crunching hit nominee.
And he's going to the box.
Oh. Really?
Yes, he is.
Oh, my. All right.
He's going for a rough. That was something we didn't need, Dan.
No. Tough one here early. Another Emeralds penalty.
Sometimes those happen when you work hard. And
Emeralds pie.
Kick save by Jackson.
They're booked on the night tonight. Oh, big open ice hit. Rahal, a laser from on the blue line. This one tipped and ricocheted. Rahali from the other blue line. One hops it in on Katola. Time ticking away. 1:20 to go. And the latest Chuck Renzi Ford penalty kill. Skated up. Skated around. Miles, who's got Negaunee's only goal of the night. We have taken away lanes. Great job on our penalty kill tonight. Shot there deflected wide. Gaudreau got a piece of it. Jackson been awesome tonight. Emeralds putting the pieces together. Solid defense Great goaltending. Some excellent looks on
What a push
the
by
scoring
Rahalli.
end. Matty in, broken up, spins and hammers it from close range. Negaunee gonna ice it, and the look on Miles skating down the ice, staring up at the lights, tells you all you need to know. A frustrating night for the Miners. The Emeralds don't feel bad. They've had plenty of their own. 36 seconds to go on the PK. Levine will take this draw. Pop straight up over the top of the net. Berger racing for it.
Oh, big hit.
Yeah. Levine spinning, killing time. Swipes it out. Centered here, Miners. 20 seconds. Shot in, quick save. Here's Levine. Hesitates. Got hit mid-shot. Puck to the corner. Broken up by Levine. Off the back wall, he'll try to play it. It's trapped up against the net. Now sent around. The penalty kill for the Emeralds here in this one. Into the zone, Dietzman. Making guys miss. Puck moving around. Rahalli, big shot save. This one down. Look at Benish flying around. Does the job. Got it out of the zone. Miners try to flip it in off of Levine's mask. Then he gets held up. Carter moves it. Tried to get it to Dietzman. Nothing there. Miners back the other way. Miners moving in. Rondo making things difficult back there. Dietzman. Negaunee been smothered. Slap shot with a screener in front. And another big save by Gaudreau with 13:03 to play.
Boy, Jackson, he's playing solid tonight. You can tell he feels a lot better than he did over the weekend.
Lubkert to take this draw. Benish. Rahalli calls for it other side. They can send it back if they want. Maddie looking to the middle. Deflected, trying to find Lubkert. Turned around. Noble takes it away. Then gets cleaned up. Puck slides into the goaltender. And a whistle with 12:44 to go. Emerald's trying to set something up. Takedown from behind. Wow, it's a dangerous spot to be. Stick getting held up. Schrader was sitting there in between all those legs. Dumped in again. Nothing there for Negaunee. And an icing. I do not think they expected this.
Not after the last matchup. I thought, they were probably thinking we should be able to walk away with this one, but
a little bit of heart and hustle will go a long way, man.
Maybe it's that north wind off of Superior that
changing coast
changes it.
Whistle on the face-off. Somebody go early? Yep, Heinonen went early. He gets booted. Lubkert will step in. This one sent across. Bosonic going to get after it. Breakout here, broken up. Man, Heinen, he just gets bullied. Oh, and in retaliation, he's getting a penalty. He got hit along the boards. He didn't like it. Then he takes a big old hack.
Here comes Negaunee. They're going to pull their goalie and drop another guy in.
Verjink touches it up. Can't have that. Heinen frustrated. You could hear it all the way up here. So, for the fourth time tonight, we go shorthanded. 3 for 3 so far, but you're giving the Miners chances to hang around. 3-1.
Those are those little things that you cannot let get out of hand.
They report it to the box, and we're ready to go. Dietzman, face-off. Pushed back by Negaunee. They'll work from the point. In the middle shot, Gaudreau is there. Six seconds running off on that try. Draw to Benish. Tipped around. He got bodied off of it. But Dietzman hacks it out of the zone. Called him for a high stick.
I don't know if that's what you would call that, but.
Centered across. Again, the Emeralds take room away. Puck rattles out of the zone. Miners can't get on the same page tonight. Dietzman bodies his man into the boards. Just took all the real estate away. Now over to Levine. Levine moves it along. Off the stick right to Dietzman. Shot. Goal! Off the glove and in. A shorty for Carter Dietzman. Levine put him perfect. Great job by Dietzman. He saw that opportunity. He springs out of the zone as Levine's playing it out. Got behind everybody. And that's a huge one with 10:50 to go. Carter Dietzman, second of the night.
I think all 4 players on the PK there, Dan, got a touch on the puck to drive that down.
Score now becomes 4-1. That's going to be Dietzman, his second.
And look at Schrader. Katie busts one out on the face-off. It almost scores there, Dan. He has been playing tough tonight.
The assist, I'm assuming, will go to Carter Levine. (4-1) Emeralds. Looking for their third win of the season. Rondo gets turned around. Bosonic sends it right back in. Emeralds can play keep away. We're coming up on the 10-minute to go mark. Last chance on the power play for the Miners. Shot deflected. It's wide. Rondo will send it. Penalty killed off. How about that? 4 for 4 tonight with a shorty for the PK unit.
That one's over the glass. That's going to get us another draw here. But finally, a little relaxation for the Emeralds here, Dan.
Draw tangled up. Benish just waits for it. Now Heinonen steers it to open ice. Verjink moves it forward. Heinonen went down, kind of stumbled. Puck all the way into the corner. Comes in front and a cover up there. 9:18 to play here in this one. A little bit of life on that Emeralds bench. Face off, one back. Benish, quick try. A lot of traffic didn't get through. Tipped out of the zone. Here come the Miners. But Benish.
He was not going to let him come in with the puck, was he? He was going to work hard and push him out.
Bails his way back into the play. Pokes it away. Negaunee will send it in. They were about to lose it at the blue line. Centered in front. Poked away Gaudreau. Rahali will just go high glass all the way around and down. We're going to get an icing. 8:42 to play. Draw here, turned around. Dietzman leads it out. Miners a quick turnaround. They've got to hurry. 8.5 to play. They need 3. Oh, and they get one back.
Just on a little bit of a turnover there, Dan. Rondo lost his edge there, and that's all it took.
Flipped home. Odavero's been busy tonight. He scores. So Negaunee's back within 2. Can't let that get us down. Keep plugging away. 8:24 to go. A hush falls over the Alger Ice Arena. They're coming for another one. Odavero sends it deep. Rahali ricochets it, trying to bank it to Levine. Benish back over. A rebound goal on a breakdown. Have the Miners back within a pair. Rahali takes that one away, backhands it into the zone. That's deflected up. Batted out of the air by Benish. Taken out, moved forward. Here comes Miles for the Miners. Berger after it. AJ weaving, ducking, moving. No trip. Everybody's having trouble staying on their feet. Big glove save by Gaudreau. See Steve Hinkson telling his guys, we don't need that. Just get it out. 7:25 to go. Emerald's trying to hang on here. They've let it wire to wire. Heinonen wins the draw. They'll play back to Bosonic around. Too far for Lubkert. Sitting shot. Deflected. Bounces in wide. Centered back in front. Nobody there for the Miners. Then off of Lubkert. Him and Verjink trying to fight for it. Verjink gets it down into the offensive end. 7 minutes to play here in this contest. Emeralds on top 4-2. Jinx there again and slides it down. Now Mike Evenkill go get it. Emerald's trying to find that balance between
Watch the far side here.
not being too conservative, but protecting this lead. Batted out by Rondo. Going to be an icing, but it runs more time off. 6:29 to go in this hockey game.
So if you're Negaunee, what do you do here, Dan?
I think this is where they try to draw one, get a guy to the box. Too early to pull it. Out of the zone. The perfect answer is if I'm Negaunee, I give up a goal and we don't got to worry about it. Over to the sidewall. Otavero played along. Benish is there. Maddie shields the puck. Took a big bounce into the corner. Now Dietzman. Pair of goals, and that's flipped up into the Emerald bench and out of play. 5:56 as time slows down here in Munising.
I was kind of worried on the 4D we're playing that we were going to tire it out, but they're kind of holding their own right now.
That might be one adjustment down the stretch. Maybe we drop a guy back.
It's definitely going to help. Hopefully next week, Guillermo can come back and play.
Here's Levine. He'd like to deliver a dagger. That one well off the mark. Up high, but Benish plays it off the wall at center ice. Turned over here. Emeralds have plenty of traffic back. Rahali hammers it. Referee skate, stops it. That'll help. Otavero leaves it for Berger. Wrong team. Here come the Emeralds. Benish gets across center ice, dumps it in. We'll change it up. 4 more guys. That one sent up high and up into the netting.
And you can hear the frustration now of Negaunee.
Bosanic's got a bunch of young guys out there with them, and he went to all of them and said, hey, get it out. Rondo rolls it around for Noble. He tried. Turnover. Blocker save. Too hot across, but they'll get a shot off the back wall. Schrader blocks it. Now has a hop the other way. Schrader weaving in and out of traffic. Man, Cade's had an excellent game here tonight. Both ways. Puck for Negaunee. They tried to drop it back. Taken by Noble. He'll send it forward. 4:15 to play. Emeralds clinging to the lead. Takedown, they'll wave it off. Pile up at the blue line. Rondo inches it out of the zone and an offsides whistle. Looked like a pile up on the freeway there. 4:04 to go. Gonna feel like an eternity for us Emerald fans. Back, Rahali quickly just bats it out. Icing coming right back. 3:58 now. A little bit slower, Maddie. Not so hard. Face off. Miners back to the point, deflected wide. Here's Benish. Wanted Virgink. It's out of the zone. Miners will circle. Send it in. Benish. Quickly back to Rahali. Oh, Lubkert tumbles into the boards. Rahali had to reverse course. He took out his path.
Oh, and he takes a big hit. That one hurt his
He's
elbow.
holding, yep.
Yeah, that one definitely hurt.
Cover up down in the corner. He'll sit down with Benish. Have a chat with Guillermo, who's doing a great job running the door. Negaunee jumped early on that. They were coming across. Berger taking this face off. Won by the Miners. They'll send it in. Oh, straight across. Berger couldn't quite get there. Dietzman now in the corner. His final time on this sheet of ice. That's high off the glass. Rondo's there. Fires it across for Levine, who tried to chop it down. On the stick of Dietzman. Dietzman leaves a spinning puck. 2:44 to go. Levine going around everybody and through everybody. Shot, juggled, caught, and a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout here from the Miners. They'll talk end of game strategy. Emeralds on top 4-2 with 2:34 to go. We'll take a break and come back. Conclusion of this contest coming up.
High-speed fiber internet is here. Say hello to Highline Internet. With lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, Highline keeps you connected to what matters most. Whether it's streaming TV, gaming, or working from home. No contracts or hidden fees here. Our blazing fast internet gives you the ultimate experience with no more buffering or lag. Plus, our friendly local support team is always here to help. Upgrade your internet today with Highline Internet and experience the difference. Visit highlinefast.com.
At Chevrolet, we appreciate your service, and we are happy to provide the most inclusive military offer of any car company. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
All right, 2:34 to go. Third period, Emeralds on top. 4-2. 2 in the first. 1 in the second, 1 in the third. They've held off a couple of rallies here. See what the Miners do as they come out of the zone. Goaltender's coming. Empty net for the Miners. Turned over Dietzman. High wall pushes him back. 6-on-5, the extra attacker. They'll set it up behind. Now looking in front. Shot, save. Long rebound. Back in and a glove save, Gaudreau. Miners did what they wanted there. 2:06 to play. Now they get the draw on the offensive end. That was a good look.
Remember that garbage goal I've been talking about? It's coming down to the other end there.
Benish moves it to Berger off the draw. He's just got to move it along. Rahali sets a screen. Levine chips it out of the zone. Emeralds will hold their position. Again, empty net down at the far end for Negaunee. Emeralds desperately want to win. They've earned this one with 1:40 to go. They just got to finish it. Rahali trying to pin it along the wall. Dug out, centered. Gaudreau breaks it up. Levine, Berger.
I told you that garbage goal is coming tonight, Dan. And there we go. There, see? That God is looking down on us.
An empty netter from A.J. Berger, which is about 2 months overdue. Emeralds lead it.
I don't always get my prayers answered, but I just had that feeling
Takes
tonight.
a while. 5-2 on an empty netter from A.J. Berger with 1:15 to go. This one centered in front. Weaving in and out of traffic. Shot broke up for Jink. Even when we get beat, we've done a great job of not quitting on a play. Under a minute. Just move it along. They'll rifle it in. Bosonic will go play it.
35 seconds here.
Out of the zone for an icing. Be Negaunee's last chance. But they look like the wind has been knocked out of their sails.
Finally, the wheels come off on someone else's bus. I know how happy we are. I can't even imagine what the Emeralds are feeling right now.
Got a couple of guys who we don't get to call their number a lot. Freshman Orange Shalom's on the ice. Finn Price out there.
It's
guys
nice
that show up and work hard every practice, and they're at every game. Oh, stick post wide. If that went in, I would have left.
Nice job by Finn.
Emeralds start pounding the boards. 5 seconds left. Finn's looking for one.
Shalom was looking.
Yeah,
He's
Bo
there.
Set him up. And the buzzer sounds. And the Emeralds come to Munising. Take care of business against the Negaunee Miners.
And the fans are excited, Dan.
This is going to feel good for this group. They have survived some tough tests, some tough breaks, and they get one here in Munising by a final score of 5-2, a victorious postgame from Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your scoring tonight, Matthew Rahali got him going early, unassisted in the first. Carter Dietzman came back late in the first. First of two on the night for him. That goal assisted by Carter Levine and A.J. Berger. Cade Schrader, a beautiful goal. Had one in the second period. And then in the third, with the game on the line, Dietzman, really what broke the back, I think, of the Miners. We killed off another big penalty, turned it right around and scored shorthanded. Dietzman second of the night. That one assisted by Carter Levine. And then the empty netter to drive home the dagger from A.J. Berger. And it's all smiles right now for the Emeralds, who win this one 5-2. That penalty kill tonight, 4 for 4 with a shorthanded goal. That's your difference in this one. We only had the one power play opportunity, the 5-on-3, and give Negaunee credit because that kept them in the game long enough to go. Our post-game awards tonight, your Moline Chiropractic Bone Crunching big hit of the game. I'm going to go with Rondo. Jack Heinen absolutely got lit up, and Rondo came to his rescue and flattened the guy. So I believe that's Isaac's second. He's the bone-crunching big hitter of the game here tonight. Your 3 stars from Pickleman's Total One Stop and Newberry Subway, number 1 on his home ice tonight. with a pair leading the way is going to be Carter Dietzman, and a great effort. Number 2 tonight, I want to go with Cade Schrader. Hustle goal, almost had a couple other ones, making great plays in that one. And then Levine with a couple of helpers tonight will get the 3rd star in this contest. All smiles for the Emeralds, who will be back in action. A chance to make it 2 in a row when we get Sheboygan and St. Ignace next week. Maybe these new rinks will help us out, and hope that you can join us here for this one. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Emeralds, big winners tonight, 5-2.